Hi guys, my name is Debbie and I'm an intuitive reader as well as a medium here, and we are here to help pick up some type of messages from beyond. Hopefully this does help and resonate with someone out there. Let's just get right into it. If you are interested in the paranormal, definitely check out the link, the Amazon link down below, as well as pinned to the top of the comment section below. I did write a book. It's called Accepting the Gift. It's all about my journey. So check it on out. Clarify that. Wow. This is a very happy couple, I feel. They were once married because the Justice does represent law, signing papers, documentations. That's the law, okay? Now, that is Libra energy, so they could have been born in the end of September into early October kind of thing. But I feel that you kind of know that even though this is directed towards a wife, I feel that even though that they know that they watch you, okay? They definitely watch you, but you kind of know that they're okay, but you miss them, But I feel deep down that I feel like there was some kind of conversation before there was this passing, or his passing here. And I feel that he kind of reassured you that he's going to be fine, okay? That he will show the signs that he's going to be happy and he wants you happy, okay? Lots of messages there. I feel there's still some type of telepathic communication. Now that is, talked about in the book for further explanation. It's just basically telepathic is communicating still on a spiritual level, either verbally talking out loud, or you can even speak in your mind here. He hears your thoughts when you're praying, when you're talking. Sometimes it's funny. Spirit always reminds me of praying as kind of like just talking, having a good old conversation, But I feel that there's still a clear communication going on. You did have some rough patches. You missed them terribly, but you've learned to, I almost feel that, I feel that you could have been kind of talking to a therapist to kind of work this through, okay? It's definitely for a widow in regards to losing her husband, her spouse, okay? But I also feel that you kind of poured your heart out to your love, your husband here who passed away. I feel either way works, okay? Just know that he was right by you. Very strong connection between the two of you. Could be fire sign here, Aries energy. Does not have to be. But I feel that he's kind of impressed, okay? That now you could have had this spiritual gift. I do feel that you are intuitive. You are in touch with the spiritual side as well. I do feel that. But I feel that he, from time to time, will pick up on this conversation that you're having for him. And he zooms right on in kind of thing, and he's right there and present. He hears everything that you're saying to him is what that says. I literally heard the wife at times after his passing, please God, give me the strength, or please, beep, his name, give me the strength. Okay, I am picking that up. He does give you that strength, but he also knows that you have this, okay? Yeah. I just heard Mother Mary. So somebody is highly religious as well. That's good. But yeah. Doesn't have to be with the Catholic religion or any, just any kind of whatever reference, whatever preference you have towards your type of religion, definitely. I just feel that you pray, okay? Not just to him, but you also pray to God. We'll just call God, okay? But definitely a lot of good communication skills telepathically. This is a huge factor. You are being very, very, I just heard cautious. So you could be a little cautious with, like staying home a little bit, trying to gain balance, trying to work on your finances, but I feel it's kind of not a distraction, but in a sense, a little bit of a distraction, but it's just kind of like, okay, I get it. It's kind of like, I've been there myself. But it's kind of like you need a focal point. When I had C-sections, but I've seen plenty of movies. I've seen it personally. I've seen somebody give birth, so I get that, that zooming in on that specific item or that person and focusing. It's kind of like that energy where you have that turn away energy for a moment just to kind of refocus. You kind of not cut yourself off completely with the rest of the world after he passed away, but I feel that that's what suited you at that time, you know? And I feel that you were very successful with balancing your life. You are highly, highly protected by spirit. The Judgment card, looking at that Queen of Pentacles, you know, that's a balanced person through the grace of God, okay? Through the universe protection, okay? I feel gradually you got past that, not stagnation. I feel that you were still partaking in life. You weren't depressed or anything, really, you know, on the whole, I'd say. But I do feel that, you know, it's gradual. You know, I just feel like there was times like, and I did this, the only way I got out of my funk. Now, you have to keep in mind, when my husband died, my dad passed 5 days before my husband died. So I was, you know, kind of thing. I got double slammed. But that was almost 10 years ago at the end of March, you know. So, I mean, not that time really matters, but it does help, you know. As time goes on, you do release the mental anguish. You still miss them, and so on and so forth. But I had a really tough time getting out of bed, you know, and really functioning. I used to make a list, and I feel that I'm really big on my list, let me tell you. All my friends know it. Deb, I already know what you're going to tell me. Make a list. Exactly. Just make a list and stick to that list. It's kind of like either mentally you made a list or you wrote it down. I do both as well. But definitely that list is good thing to have, okay? For each day, getting that projects done. Even simple thing as showering to doing a load of dishes, you know, to vacuuming one room out of 20, you know, or I don't think anybody has 20 rooms to vacuum, but you know what I mean. I wish, right? But no, but yeah, too big. Nope, too much cleaning. But definitely, I feel like that had to be taken place. And the Knight of Wands is looking away from the Hangman. The Hangman is stagnation. So it's basically saying to me is that he saw you slowly moving towards life again and putting in some kind of effort here back into your life again. I do feel that you have kids, okay? During his passing here, I feel that there was a little bit of, well, it gave you the drive to, I feel like your kids, and he's seeing this, that gave you the drive to kind of start her up again, you know, get into the swing of life again, okay? But you always, and you still do have this connection with your spouse, your husband here. I feel that the husband is seeing that you kind of, I literally feel online, that you did some kind of research to kind of do a charity organization or some kind of function. You could have put a function towards, or a charity towards his name. But there's something that, like a project or a hobby, it could be money beneficial, but I'm really feeling is to keep yourself busy. Prime example of this would be, I went to Lowe's, forget the internet. I just went to Lowe's and I bought paint. I must have bought like so much paint. And that's what I did. I painted every single wall in my house, every single one. And, you know, I just needed that distraction. I love painting. It's calming. It's meditative for me. You know, I feel that there's some kind of project, but I feel like it is outside the house. You're not painting your whole house like me. Although it is fun. But no, I feel that it's more of an outside function that you're trying to discover, develop, okay? Do something that you've always wanted to do. Now, you could have already done this, but I also feel for some out there, I feel that there's some kind of future project that you should get involved with, and I feel that you're being encouraged by your husband. I still feel, though, you do love him, obviously, and you do talk to him, okay? Literally, like, you ever see, like, it's going to be a weird example, but do you ever see Sesame Street? when when the two people's heads are facing each other and they like one says a partial word and the other one finishes it, that's what this chick reminds me of. You see how that little cloud of smoke is coming out of her mouth? I don't know why, but I always feel like the Sesame Street whenever I see that card of her saying like so for them to say that, I feel like you two were so close that you two could finish each other's sentences. Okay, there's some kind of relevance to the Sesame Street, part there. That was weird. But yeah, I feel like you still communicate to him, okay? And, you struggle from time to time, but intuitively you know that this is still a strong connection that you have. She's very highly intuitive, the Queen of Cups. Now, that is water sign, but does not have to be. But I feel that you took charge over situations. It could have been with other people, too. Why am I feeling other people with this? Like people putting in their 2 cents, whispered down the lane, always in your ear kind of thing, giving their opinion. It wasn't overly fun, okay? Yeah, there were some definite struggles. Like I feel like you had to take charge, and it could be, I'm really feeling for him or whoever this is meant for, is that somebody was kind of telling you what to do, or like that hidden suggestion. Oh my Lord, my mother-in-law does that to me. It drives, and my sister-in-law, well, they're related, they share, but yeah, so it's kind of like, oh God, I know what you're doing. It drives me crazy. I'm a big girl now. I'm out of my Pampers, thank you. But definitely I feel that somebody was trying to definitely give their 2 cents in the matter, But you took care of that. You had to. You had to stand on your own 2 feet. And you had to I feel like you had to tell somebody kind of off a little bit with, or just kind of like humor them, release it, and just do whatever you want to do. That's what I do. I know I shouldn't, but I just, it goes one ear out the other. It's been like that since birth. But I do what I want, I do. I mean, I listen to reason too, but if I'm determined with something, or if I know that it's just rubbish or nonsense that people are just feeding me, I just kind of ignore it, but I do feel that there were decisions. You did make the right choices. Now, there may be a little bit of guilt, okay? Excuse me, got a little wound up there talking about my mother-in-law. But I definitely feel that it took a long time to handle the tough times that you went through here, okay? I do feel that there's more decisions, that you're going to have to go through. But I do feel all in all, you're going to balance yourself out. Your husband knows you. Your husband knows that you got this, girlfriend. You got it. So that's what I have for whomever this is meant for. Got the good old drink. Thanks again for watching. I do appreciate it. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.